Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco, and today I have something special for you. We have an indie comic spotlight, and I'm not talking about Boom Studios or Image or anything like that. I'm talking about truly indie, the people that are out there, they just making it happen. They're getting it done, putting their own, throwing their own money, their own sweat, blood, and tears into it. And today the comic I have for us is called Rabbit's Badass Song, and this is issue number 1. It is going to be a bi-monthly release, and it's from Flash Delirium is the studio. To my knowledge, I think they've done one comic before this. I was checking out their website and doing a little bit of research, and I haven't got to read it yet because I literally was just checking it out moments ago. But it said that they have another comic on there and you're able to read it online. So that's also pretty cool too, if maybe you want to check that one out first before, maybe potentially being interested in this one. Full disclosure, they sent me this copy for free. I'm not entitled to say anything, this or that or whatever. I'm not getting paid in any way or nothing, but they did send me the copy for free, full disclosure. And again, Rabbit's Badass Song is the name of it. The number is on the back, which is a little weird for me, because I was like, it's kind of strange. I didn't think they had a numbering on it. But the number's on the back. We'll go back to the back later, though, because there's some other fun things on there. But let's go ahead and talk about the book at first. First thing I want to mention is that it is in black and white. And personally, especially with the indie stuff, and even like the indie stuff that does make it to some of the, smaller studios, probably not like Boom or Image or something, but, I'm looking at comics every single week when they come in, and every now and then we'll get some comics that are in black and white. And I can tell when I'm looking at a comic that is supposed to be black and white or a comic that's not. And because I think there are artists that have, awesome skills that the art's meant to be black and white, and if that's your style. However, I can tell when an artist is drawing with the intent as well, they're like, oh, this is going to get colored in later, so usually a lot more flat. And, again, and I get it, the grind and the hustle, and you want it to get colored, I'm sure, but the budget just isn't there. And I understand that, and I know it sucks, and it's like, well, this is what I have to release, but at the same time, I can tell that it's supposed to be in color. This book, I think, is beautiful. I think it has really awesome, and really, what it really boils down to, is I'm going to show you some of it here, is having this awesome, just heavy blacks. Which I'm a big fan of heavy blacks anyway, even if your work is in color. And which, because, you could probably go back in and color this as well. But having, just that big chunks of black in your artwork definitely is a factor that I think, plays into, is it supposed to be in black and white? And, I mean, this thing is drenched in ink, despite it only being in black and white. The story, let's see if I can kind of explain it. I mean, obviously it's just issue 1, so we're introducing a lot of characters and setting up the scene and everything. But it seems to be kind of a revenge story. A character, I guess presumably the main character, was thought dead, or attempted to be killed anyway. And he's back. He's got a little gang with him. He goes by the name of Rabbit now, obviously. If you hadn't guessed, that's who we're talking about. And he's searching for a necklace. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler to say. I try not to say too many spoilers in reviewing any comic ever, because at the end of the day, I do want you to read them, unless it's a comic I don't like, then I don't want you to read. But if I do want you to read it, so I don't want you to tell the whole thing. But again, we're just kind of introducing characters. I feel like that's really the main focal point of this issue. There is a bit of gore. It is a little brutal. So I wouldn't really call it. I mean, it's kind of torture, some of it. But again, he's on a revenge quest, so he's There's some people that they get a little mangled, we'll say, and I'm not going to show you that part just because I don't want to ruin it for you. But That being said, it was a fun read. I enjoyed this one. I have to talk about this because it's just funny. So they mention a chicken restaurant called Chicken's Pickens in the comic. And they have some coupons here on the back for it, which I think is a super funny little addition. I think it's really creative. You know, you got here your 2-piece wing and thigh, $4. You know, some other ones and stuff like that. I had to double check. I did a Google search. To the best of my knowledge, there is no restaurant called Chicken Pickens. But I thought it was super fun and cute to add that onto the back. And because I feel like sometimes, especially when you're an indie comic creator, and I've seen different books, you know, and you'll get to the back cover and they're just like, I don't know, just put a color back there or make it all black, or, you know, obviously, you know, you'll throw your publishing name back there or something, or maybe there's the title. They don't really do anything with the background, but this was definitely a more creative background that I've seen. That's just funny because even though the story is dark and gory in some parts, you know, it's good to have a laugh. I mean, we're all here to have fun. So, yeah, as far as settings, and I'm kind of jumping all around and everything, you know me, I'm not exactly the most focused person, but as far as the settings, so we're in Mississippi, and there's some Southern traditions that you will say that some of these people are sticking to. So some of these people aren't the nicest, and yeah, they, you know, you paint a bad picture for a person, and then they kind of get what's coming to them, I guess. I am excited to see where this goes. You know, I always love checking out indie books, whether, like I said, whether it is you're you know, putting it all together and getting it going and printing it and stapling it together yourself, or if you're, you know, with Image or Boom or this and that, whoever. I still love checking out. I mean, I just like reading comics, honestly. And if it's a cool story, it looks like it's going somewhere, then, you know, I'll check it out. So, I do like this comic. If I had to give one complaint, it's not so much about the comic. I went and checked out their website. And if you know me, I've been an action figure collector way before I was a comic collector. You know, I have, I think, over 900 action figures at this point. I got my big Sentinel here. And when I went on their website, they had a little advertisement, a little promo with some action figures. And I was like, oh, cool. Maybe that's something I could get too. But they're not for sale. So that's kind of a bummer because I kind of wanted to maybe pick up one or two. I thought they were pretty neat looking, and they look pretty good, I thought. Now, granted, I understand that's getting into a whole nother venture and everything, but I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe there could be a little mini run of action figures. You know, maybe, I don't know, or maybe you could just toss me one my way anyway. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing this thought out there because I thought they were pretty cool looking, especially the one for Rabbit and Snow Bunny. I thought looked really good. So maybe you can make that happen. Maybe not. We'll see. But regardless, I think I will continue reading this comic. Like I said, it is coming out bi-monthly. I did forget to mention this is, I don't know if, I didn't clarify when I was speaking with them if every comic is going to be limited or not, or how it's going to work. This one was limited to a 3,000 print run. They also did something special for the first 100 orders, and it came with a free trading card, which I was not part of that. This came out early October, so obviously, you know, it's been a little bit since it came out. Regardless, it is limited to 3,000 print. There is no other covers or anything. It's just this one. So only 3,000 this book. If you want to get it, go check it out. Excuse me. If you go, I'm pointing to my computer. I don't know why. But if you go check out on your computer, not on mine, go to their website, which I'll have linked in the description, obviously. You can check out some of the artwork. And like I said, I think that other comic is on there as well. Can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. But if you want to check that out, it's from the same creators and everything. So, I mean, I'll probably go check it out later. So if you want to check that out. Also, there is a version, because the book's $4.99. I saw there's a PDF version for 99 cents. So if you want to save a little money and just get the digital file, that's something you could maybe do. I know there's some people that like to read comics online. Not particularly my thing, but I get it if that's what you like to do. But anyway, if you want to check out the other comic or check out the art, there is some of the art posted on their website. I'm trying to make sure I hit all the check marks and all the information, everything. 3,000 print run. I'm gonna have all their, website and everything in the description. Definitely go check it out and at least take a look at it before making a decision to or to not to buy it. Like I said, I thought it was pretty cool. I'll be checking it out when the next issue comes out. I think next month. Yeah, because it's October. So yeah, it should be December when the next one comes out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little special video. I don't really typically do too many videos talking about a single comic. I do have another indie book. It's more of a trade that I picked up. I haven't had a chance to read yet. Picked it up at a convention a while back. So I'll probably be doing more of this kind of stuff. And especially if you all enjoy it, please let me know. And I might try to go a bit more out of my way to find some truly indie books, because you have indie and then you have true indie books like this one. So yeah, just let me know. I'd love to do more stuff like this. But as always, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.